What's up, YouTube? Today is chest day. Chest and shoulders. I'm uploading two different videos. This will probably be the second video that I upload. I wanted to give you the PPL workout that I'm doing. It's a push-pull legs routine. I'm hitting push Monday, pull Tuesday, legs on Wednesday, and then I'm repeating it. And somewhere in there in the week, I usually take a day off. So tonight, without further ado, I want to bring to you my chest and shoulder routine. The only thing that won't be in here, that normally is in this routine, this workout that I'm doing, is triceps. Stay tuned, check out this video, let me know what you think. So before we get going with chest and shoulders, it's always important to warm your shoulders and warm your chest up. Pump some blood into the muscle. Okay, so check it out, guys. You'll never see me just walking up to the bench for my first set and just throwing 225, 185, whatever I'm going to be hitting that day. Say my working sets are going to be 5 sets of 3 at 225 or 245. You'll never see me walk up to the bar and just throw 245 on the bar and start hitting it. Even with a good warm-up with the bands, feeling good, I got blood in the muscle, I don't feel any stiffness, tightness, or anything. I'll always hit a set first of just the bar, just to get used to the movement, and then I'll throw, usually with the bar, with the range of weight that I'm at right now, from the bar I'll do a set of 20 maybe, and further warm up and also get my body used to the movement. And then I'll go from there and I'll put the 45s on, 135, a plate on each side, and I'll do a set of 10 or 12 or so. And I'm going to acclimate up, as you're going to see. I'm going to acclimate up to my working sets rather than just putting a bunch of weight on there and possibly risking an injury if you're not all the way warmed up. Because if something's going to happen, I want something to happen. I want to feel an indifference in my muscle. I want to feel an ache. I want to feel tightness in my shoulder that I might not be able to feel with a lighter weight than I do just jumping in with a heavier weight. If you don't have a workout partner, this is very important. Acclimate up. Make sure it's a weight that you can handle by yourself. Don't risk an injury. Don't risk hurting yourself. So today, I'm not going for a max. Of course, it's not good to try to max out when you don't have a spot. I do have some sissy bars down there at the bottom, some spot bars at the bottom of my machine here. But tonight I want to build. So we'll be talking about my method of in my routines that I do. It's compiled of course, learned stuff over the years of working out, but also learning new things and not being afraid to learn something from someone else. And so here I'm going to build. I'm going to do 5 sets of 8 is what I'm going to shoot for tonight, which is a push at 185, 5 sets of 8, because I want to build my strength, build the stamina, build the dense tissue, and then maybe once or twice a month we'll be shooting for the stars or the sky, and we'll be seeing if we can possibly hit a PR, begin to bring that top number up, bring the bottom numbers up as well. So I'm a firm believer in making sure you keep good form. I believe bad form over a long period of time and over multiple uses of bad form can lead to injury. It's simple, it's basic understanding of working out. But I do believe that, as you see here, my form might struggle a little bit when you get to a certain point of overload and your muscles get to a certain point of even fatigue and overload. And I believe that in order to grow, we need to push the limit. You need to push the limit, and you need to reach for that higher mark, that greater thing. You don't want to set goals that are too low for yourself, not only in the gym but also in life and in general. You don't want to set a goal that's too easy to reach, but at the same time it needs to be reasonable. Alright, so next in the workout, we start with flat bench, the barbell incline bench. Sometimes I'll switch this up and variate with incline dumbbell press, and it's simply in an attempt to shock the muscle to not stay used to the same routine every week, every time you go in. It's important to shock your muscle. It's important to do different things. In fact, you'll see in most of my workouts I do things differently with different weight. Sometimes I'll just completely switch it up, and I'll just throw 135 on the bar, and we'll do 5 sets of 20. You'll see us doing 5 sets of 20 at 135 with our legs, squatting. You'll see us doing these things, and that's because it's just an attempt to build dense muscle and to build quality muscle. So here we're going to hit 135, and we're going to go for as many reps as we can, and we're probably going to do about 4 or 5 sets, okay? You know, you could hit incline bench, you could hit the incline barbell bench and not really put as much focus on the upper pecs as you could. So what I do is I kind of keep my elbows at a safe distance, a little bit higher, not so much tucked like you would when you do a flat bench, but I'll go a little higher. And instead of bringing it down right over top of my chest here, I'll kind of aim a little bit higher towards the top of my chest here, and I'll try to aim for that, because if you try this, remember, do it with weight that you're sure you can do. And when you try this and you get that good contraction and you come down, you'll really feel the stretch in here. And another thing that I do is to keep constant tension on the muscle. On these, I try not to go up and lock out all the way. I kind of go almost all the way up, but I won't lock out. I'll keep my elbows bent at a slight angle in order to keep constant tension on the muscle, because we also have to remember that with muscle growth and with tearing your muscle, that time under tension is important. And time under tension causes that breakdown of the muscle tissue and really gets you a good workout. Some food for thought, guys. So I don't claim to be the strongest, I don't claim to be the most knowledgeable or the best at what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to get better. And my goal and my hope would be that those who would tune into this channel and watch wouldn't just watch, but you would grow with me and we would learn together. And in order to do that, it takes a positive approach to life, but it also takes a learning approach to life. Alright guys, so moving on from incline bench, we're going to do some seated overhead press. Okay, so we just finished chest and shoulders. I just want to do a recap real quick on the workout. So we started with flat bench, and I pushed myself there, 5 sets of 185 at 10 reps each. I think I got 4 of 10 and one of 9. I was pretty fatigued by then, but then from there we went on to incline barbell bench press, and we did 4 sets, I believe, of 8 to 10 reps. And then from there we went on to overhead press, OHP, and we did as many reps as we could with a decent amount of weight for 4 sets. And again, I just wanted to recap on the reason I do so much barbell work on my chest and shoulder days is because that roundness, that upper body, that classic physique is really what I'm pushing for. And they're compound movements, so you can't go wrong with compound movements. When you utilize them correctly, you don't overdo the weight, and you make sure to get a good you make sure to stay tight, and you make sure to get a good pump in there with it. So I'll often hit some heavy reps, some heavy sets, and then towards the end of that workout I'll do some lighter sets with more reps to pump blood into the muscle and to bring that nutrients, that oxygen, and that fresh blood flow. So from there, more of a shoulder, more of a chest and shoulder based workout. Upper chest, as you saw, we did the inverted flies where you're on an incline and you bring the weight more back over the top of your shoulders and the top of your head. Make sure to get a good stretch on that upper chest to bring some growth to that top shelf, as a lot of guys need that top shelf, because when we're growing up in high school, when we're in the garage at our homie's house or whatever, when we're young, we oftentimes hit flat bench, and that's what we're raised hitting, and we oftentimes have a bigger lower chest than an upper chest. And so at that point I would just challenge you to pull away not so much of the flat bench and focus more on the incline barbell, incline dumbbells, and also incline inverted flies, and you'll see some growth there. I think you'll be happy with it. From there we went on to some lateral head of the delts. We did some lateral raises. We went about 4 or 5 sets with those, and I'm going anywhere on those from I don't know, 12 to 20 on your reps. Is a really good way to get some growth in your shoulders, to get that roundness, and to get them to pop out. And remember, hitting all that barbell, hitting the weight with the barbells from the flat bench to the incline bench to the overhead press, your shoulders are getting some work in there as well. Secondary muscle group would be your front delts, and even some of your side delts are working in there as well, and even some rear delt. So you're getting a lot of good work on your shoulders. That's why we only did one movement, the lateral raises, which if you do them correctly and you do a high enough amount of reps, you will definitely see some growth. And then from there, as you've seen, we went on to the incline laying back superset. We went to the face pulls with, I guess you could call it almost like a chest supported row with the rope, and that really pumps some blood into the rear delts and also the traps. And then from there we finished it off with the barbell shrugs, and I had about 205 I think on the bar, and I did 3 sets of 10. And if you notice, I switched my grip up to over under. I go back and forth, left to right, to keep everything symmetrical as far as muscle growth, to not create any imbalances. But then also at my first set, as you've seen, I did a overhand on both of my grips. I did an overhand grip, the traditional grip there, and that's just to build some grip strength, and also to build the stabilizer muscles in my forearms and my wrists and things like that, which is important. A lot of times I'll use straps, but it's good to cut the straps loose sometimes and to just grab a hold of the bar. So from that, I hope you enjoyed the workout. Once again, this is Reach Fitness. This is a new channel. when it comes to fitness, you really need to reach and push in order to meet your goals. And fitness doesn't just happen. A life of fitness, a life of healthy living, it doesn't just happen. It's something that you have to kind of intentionally do. And even if you're not as organized as others, there's some pretty organized people out there, and you can learn and grow in your fitness goals from those people. But even if you're not as organized, I want to encourage you and challenge you. You still need to push. There's going to be days that you don't want to work out. There's going to be evenings where you say, you know what, you got off of work and I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to work out. I'm a little fatigued. I'm a little tired. And at that point, I encourage you and I challenge you to do what it is that you must. Because I work an 8-hour shift for 40 hours a week as a foreman for a remodeling company, and I come home every day and I still have this thing inside of me that says I need to reach my goals. I can't let life pass me by. I can't let a day pass by without getting in there and picking up some weight, putting some weight on that barbell, and handling some business. Now that's just me. And if you're tuning into this channel, I hope that I can infect you with that type of mentality. I hope I can infect you, encourage you, and challenge you with what it is that I do. And again, I'll do my best to meet the needs. I'll do my best to bring to the channel what's going to feed and what's going to grow you as well as it is me. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, and go ahead and subscribe today. And let's reach our fitness goals together. Let's do this together. It's never too late. It's never too far gone. It's never too far away. Just reach for it. Thanks for tuning in. Please submit your comments below if you have ideas and things that you'd like to see on the channel.